All right, in this video, let's talk about the importance of nomenclature and terminology and the correct terminology. Something many of you have a hard time with is using the correct names for things. And all things have names. And within a given discipline, you're going to have to learn to speak the vernacular of that discipline. So I'm creating a course on how to pass the first two Tableau certifications for the data analyst role. And here is the Tableau interface, and that's what it's called. You're going to have to know that these things, this is a pill. You're going to have to know that this is the rows shelf. And this is the column shelf. And that's the correct name. You're going to have to know that Tableau calls these things visualizations, or for short, vises. It's used everywhere in the nomenclature. You're going to have to know it. You're going to have to know that this thing is also called a shelf. Well, this thing and that thing are called cards. And this is the marks card. This is called a bar graph or a bar chart. This thing up here, right? This entire thing, the whole way over, right? The whole way over here. That's an easy one. That's called a toolbar. And during an interview, if someone says, how do you go back and forth within a visualization? Within a sheet, you're going to have to know that. You're going to have to know it's easy to do with the back and forth arrows on the toolbar. You're going to have to know that these things, right? You can see this. You can see that line right here. There's a line there, and it's on there on purpose. And it's putting these two sections into two distinct sections. You're going to have to know that these are called dimensions. And then these are called measures. You're going to have to know that data sources can be created here or down here at the bottom. And they're called data sources. You're going to have to know that each one of these, you can see it up here, is a sheet, and you can work with multiple sheets. When you're working with any product, you're going to have to know the correct terminology. I see many of you get names and titles incorrect, and you call things like a data analyst role, and you think he's using Python, or that's wrong, all right? A company is looking for a data analyst. Data analysts create interfaces, which is what we're doing here, or KPIs. That's what they do in the real world, all right? So within that, they have Tableau and Power BI, the two main tools. You're going to have to know the nomenclature and know how to navigate and work these tools really, really well before you get a job as a data analyst. All right, so learn the correct, that's correct, names of shit. All right.